Hi guys, it's Nicole today. I'm here talking about my new ebook, A Narcissist Destroyed My Life. How do I rebuild? And basically, um, I'm gonna wait for a couple people to jump on right here. And if you have any questions, just feel free to type them in the chat. And I will make sure to respond to everyone's questions. So my new ebook, A Narcissist Destroyed My Life. How do I rebuild? It's talking about, it's basically in three sections. The first one is about narcissistic parents and how they affect their children. The second one is about narcissistic relationships. And the third one is talking about how to rebuild your life after a relationship with a narcissist. So, to dive into that a little bit more, my mom was a narcissist, and so was my ex. And so I have quite a lot of personal life experience in this area. And I've been in therapy for this for quite a while. So I've learned a lot of lessons and coping skills that I would like to pay it forward to be able to help other people who have gone through this type of relationship. So with narcissists, I go through in the book all the different signs that somebody probably is a narcissist. Along with that, though, just remember that a clinician does have to diagnose somebody as a narcissist. So you can say somebody has narcissistic traits, but only a psychiatric professional can say for sure that they are a narcissist. So just keep that in mind when you're reading any of this information. I am not a mental health professional, so everything is based in my personal experience as well as research that I've done. And I do have references at the back that has a bunch more information of where I took my sources from. And there's quotes throughout the book as well from all of the sources, just so that there is very scientifically relevant information for everybody to grasp onto when they're going through the book. Um, so, just in my experience, being with a narcissist, there's a lot of gaslighting, manipulation, lying, crazy making. They try to make you feel like you're unworthy and that you're a bad person and that everything that goes wrong in the relationship is your fault and that there's nothing wrong with them. Narcissists are one of the least likely personality disorders that's ever going to go for treatment because they don't think anything's wrong with them. They think the problem is you. And they kind of go out of their way to make sure that the problem is you because they try to make you crazy. They rewrite history. They do all kinds of things that are just not healthy, normal relationship behaviors. They will put you down constantly, especially in front of other people, just to reinforce their power and control over you. And when you're with a narcissist, if it's your parents, a lot of times you don't know any other behavior. So that makes people who were raised by narcissists more likely to get into relationships with narcissists later in life as well. So you just have to be aware of that and to know that it's not your fault. It's just you're wired to think that that's normal because that's what you grew up with. And it probably takes you like well into adulthood, like it did with me. I was in my 30s before I realized my mom was a narcissist. I was having my baby shower and she had basically like arm twisted me into having a baby shower in the first place. I didn't even want one. It was my second baby. I had a job, I had money. I didn't need a bunch of people to come and buy me stuff. It kind of felt, I don't know, weird to me, but she really wanted me to have a baby shower. So I was like, okay, well, I'll have a baby shower. I just want my best friend to co-host with you because that will make it a little bit more manageable and make sure things don't get out of control. So, but then my mom was asking if I could have my aunt come to the party, and my aunt had been like making all these crazy threatening phone calls to me. And so I was like, yeah, that sounds like a wonderful idea, mom. Um, and so I posted about it on Reddit in the Baby Bums forum because I was just complaining and venting, and I didn't realize how like unokay that was. And then somebody pointed me to this forum on Reddit called Raised by Narcissists, and I started reading all the posts on there. And I was like, oh my God, this sounds like my life. My mom is a narcissist. I never realized how bad all the problems were with my childhood. And that the problem wasn't me. The problem was that I had a mom that couldn't love me, and she did all kinds of things over the years that just made me feel so bad about myself that I just would question whether I was lovable and whether I was a good person, and it was very hard and very hurtful, and, um, I've been through a lot of therapy now about it, so I can actually talk about it without crying, so that's always on the positive side. Um, and then my ex as well was a narcissist, and, just in that relationship, there was, like, so much gaslighting and manipulation and rewriting history, and every argument would be my fault, and everything bad that happened would be my fault, and he used to pick on me, and he would tell me I was a horrible mother. He would tell me that my daughter was afraid of me. He would just tell me all these horrible things, which my daughter is an adult now, and she said, "Mom, no, I was never afraid of you. That was just crazy, and why did you believe that?" But when you're in those relationships, you do believe all these crazy things because it's just in your ear all the time being fed to you, and just when you have people saying negative things to you all the time, you start to internalize it and to believe that it's true, and that becomes your own inner critical voice as well. So a lot of when you're healing from narcissistic abuse, a lot of it is learning to rewire those inner critical thoughts of yourself and to learn to love yourself again and to learn to validate yourself again because you haven't had that love or validation for such a long time that you don't even really know what it feels like. So, finding that for yourself is one of the main ways that you can heal from that. And it also helps to have a therapist with you. It helps to do EMDR and trauma therapy and all different other kind of therapy because like I did inner child work, reparenting, like I said, working with the inner critic, just because you have all these ways of coping that you've developed with a narcissist that are not healthy coping mechanisms, and you have to rewire all those coping mechanisms to be healthier and to look at the world in a healthier way. So that's a lot of what this book is about, and if you want to check it out, the link to is in the description to the video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.